Hello, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3, doing paid reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends about my channel. Remember, I don't do shit for free. Don't do shit for free. Paid reviews, that keeps me full-time on YouTube. And today I'm doing a paid review for worms. And this one here. Hey Archie, thanks again for the comparison between the 16233 and the Seiko SNX J92. Agree with you on that one. Isn't it great to get one up on the cunters? I just love my SNX J92. I need to get serious about offloading some of my other shitters to fund another decent purchase. I wrote to you earlier that I got a good deal on the Breitling Chronomatic A14360. The deal fell through as the retailer sold it to someone else on the same day. Don't you just love it? Anyway, all was not lost, so I took your advice and managed to source a magnificent Navi timer, reference D13022, with box, lovely gold bezel, and cool leather aftermarket strap for under $2,800. I hope you approve. Also, I know I told you about my PAM 88. It's my glasses gone. I'm getting old, fuckers, getting old. My PAM 88 purchase. I wore that watch for 3 weeks solid after I received it. This is a fucking cool watch and quite light to wear with the leather deployment. Love this watch. Anyway, the point of this matter is I'm lusting after a simple, high-quality watch that just tells the time, for when I'm in a no bullshit mood. But there's more to this. I also want one of those pieces you describe, having the fuck you factor, that invisible patina of smugglers. I watch to lust after, I watch to pass down the generations, I watch with history, style, and leading-edge horology. Having now completed my first online unit in Watch Appreciation 101 at the University of AC3, can you please pass on your humble opinion of the following and help me decide? Note, I am very much attracted to the Breguet as a current Type 20 owner. I am looking at white gold. Manual wind is okay, especially the Breguet 5907 with its 95-hour power reserve. He's looking at Patek Calatrava 2568G, 3919G, a Lange Saxonia, a Breguet 5907, a Breguet 5153, and a Vacheron 33093. Apologies in advance for so many choices. Perhaps you have an alternative. I've paid you $40 for your efforts. Many thanks, Worms. Yes, thank you, Worms there. And I gotta tell you, this is a very interesting dilemma. I understand exactly where you're coming from. You want a simple sort of watch and something brilliant. And it's nice to see you looking at some really top-end brands here. Now, I gotta tell you, Worms, I wouldn't be so set on white gold. I mean, look, if you're going to be buying these used, you got to be flexible. It's more important the condition than the color of the metal. And you know, any of these metals, yellow gold, rose gold, white gold, you will love. There's pros and cons to all of them. And I had a white gold world time. I flicked it and I walked into a yellow gold one, and that was, I got to be honest with you, I love both of them. So when you're a second-hand buyer, beggars can't always be choosers. And the deal is more important. If it's a good deal, that's more important than getting the metal of your choice. Now, what I'm going to do is, because I just don't want to rush through this for Worms. Worms is a good fan of the channel. I'm just going to call up, I'm just going to have a look at a couple of these things here, and I will give you my opinion on them. So let's take a fucking look at this, and let's really get into some correspondence here, because I want to make sure, Worms. Now I got to tell you, Worms, You gotta be careful because you want to retain value. Some of these can be absolute fucking hard cunts to sell. See, you may love Breguet. I love Breguet too, but be careful. Be careful because, you know, we're going into a territory where these fuckers are rather expensive, and you wanna. My honest opinion is Patek. Okay, out of those super luxury brands, Patek. Now let's have a look here. Okay, a 2568 Patek Philippe. Looking around about there, I'm going to put this into US dollars. US dollars, because most of my punters are American. Proud to be an American. At least I know. Okay, so let's have a look. We're looking about 6,000 for the Patek. Yep, I do quite like it. Just having a look there. Yeah, these what's 33 mil? Yeah, little bit smallish, but okay, that's not bad bang per buck. Try and get one with the original buckle. Papers is always handy. A lot of the boxes from that period have fallen to bits. Yep, I quite like that. The 2568. I think white gold may be a bit hard. I'm more keen to get one at a good price than the actual metal. You know, that's my own opinion. Because you've got a bit of two-tone in your collection anyhow. White gold's not. Now, a 3919, these are classic. They're about the 9 to 10 US mark. Yep. That's not terrible. I love that watch. That was my first Patek, the 3919. Now the Langes. Let's have a look at the Langes. What are we going to be looking at a Lange here for? Because I really think the Lange Saxonia, they're a cool looking watch. They're a bit more, I think, aren't they? They're about the 13 sort of mark there. They've got a couple of different Saxonias. Are the Saxonias? They've got some manual wind ones. Yes, they do. Saxonias are great. I do like the Saxonia. Yes, I do. Starting from about high nines. Yep. Actually, I got to tell you, the Saxonia is really I like it because it's thick too. They weren't super thin. Okay, so the Saxonia, I don't think you can go wrong with buying Lange there on the used market. That's I think that's safe buying there. You know, you're buying it new, I'd say, oh, Patek, but we're buying used. Now let's have a look at the Breguet 5907. Actually, they are pretty nice. Around the, maybe even below the 10. You've got some out there which are under 7 US. That's quite, the Breguet is quite cool there. I do love the Breguet. Yes, that is very cool. I got to be honest with you, the 2568 looks a little bit dated in the Patek. It's sort of a little bit dated. The Breguet 5157, they're around the 10 mark. Yes, classic Breguet. Buying used. And finally, okay, so the 5157 Breguet, that is really cool. I tell you what I think here. If you were buying new, I'd say to you Patek, but you buying used, okay, so that classic Vacheron, okay, to tell you what I think. My honest opinion, I think the Pateks at that price point, I would be going 3919. I think that's classic. The 2568 looks a bit dated to me. That's just my opinion. Not to say it's shit. It's not shit, but I think the 3919. It's a 33 mil watch. It's a good. That's a little bit small, but it's a classic dress watch. The Lange Saxonia, if you can get one of those at a good price, tick. That's a great cool watch that there. The two Breguets, I tell you what, when I started doing this fucking review for you, I was gonna say, no, stay away from the Breguet. No. But jeez, they draw me in. They're cool with the coin edging. Fucking sexy watches. And they're not bad bang per buck. I gotta be honest with you, the Vacheron is a little bit plain. I'd probably, unless it's really cheap, or $7 US. I suppose it's better value than the Patek. I really, this has really surprised me. I'd probably say one of the Breguets or the Lange. They just look cooler, in my opinion. Unless, yeah, that's probably what I'd say there. I wouldn't worry about white gold. I think that's going to be very hard to find. You're going to maybe paying a premium for that. If it comes white gold, great. If not, I wouldn't be, has to be white gold, because you got in your Breitling, you've got it's a two-tone, isn't it? Two-tone Breitling you've got there. So I think myself, Worms, I really love the Lange is super cool. To own a Lange is so cool as well. The Breguet would be one of the Breguets would be my second choice. Then I'd say Patek and Vacheron. The Vacheron just looks plain, okay? Maybe that's what you want in a dress watch. But yeah, I reckon the Breguet is fucking cool. It's a real good, real nice looking piece there. So there you go, Worms. A bit of advice. Great idea. I'd say Lange, Breguet, Patek, and then Vacheron. Now, if you're buying new, I'd say to you Patek, but you're not. Smart money. The second-hand market's factored that into the price. There you go. That's Archie's advice. There you go, fuckers. Archie Luxury signing out. That's advice for Worms.